Hey, what's going on, everybody? Y'all know who it is. It's JJ. You know we back at like an addict, no rehab, because I'm addicted to giving you guys advice. Hopefully, y'all can hear me, hear me pretty well, because I'm not recording this on my phone. So hopefully the audio is coming out good. I got a little update where you can. But yeah, we about to show y'all how y'all can get the bag, man. Like I always tell people, it doesn't matter what age you can sell cars. Anybody can sell cars. Um, it's not that hard. Um, being it, I'm not gonna say it's not that hard. It is challenging because you have to be okay not not being able to sell a car and not the car not moving as quickly as possible. Everybody think that they can just go out there and just buy a car and it's gonna just magically sell itself. Um, it will sell itself to an extent. The car will sell itself to an extent, but you still have to be able to know how to market it. You have to be able to talk to people, respond to people. It's a lot of stuff going into just selling the car. Just having a car is one thing, but you have to be available. You have to have it priced right. Um, you have to respond to a certain time. What you list in the car has to check out a lot of times. Sometimes people just go buy the car just because they really like the car. But my best advice that I always give somebody is to just carve out your own niche and work out what's best for you. But we're about to show you how you can get to the bag. And see, this was something I was kind of building up to because I was when I started, when I first opened. I'm still young, but when I first opened, I was younger, and so all the people I knew, when I'm trying to sell them cars, they haven't had any credit established, or for some reason their credit was already messed up. Like because most times people 18 years old, they go get a cell phone contract, and people don't realize a cell phone contract destroy your credit too, because you move on to the phone contract, they put a collection on your credit. You go out there and they get their first credit card or some medical bill or something. But so it was hard financing people around my age at early. So that's why I went like, let me just switch, because I used to finance when I first opened, and it was like, man, people hard to get people finance, and they not got the best credit, and you got to deal with subprime financing. So but now, after I didn't got through the pandemic and everything, I'm gonna show y'all a way. Like, this is easy. Anybody can do it. I mean, you can anybody can go get these cars financed. You just gotta make sure making money is all about buying a car for the right price. So let's get into it. Enough of me talking. So first you do, here in my region, we base prices off of NADA. So you just go to NADA, bam, you get the value, the leading source, consumer vehicle. So boom, just take the vehicle that we bought yesterday. Let me make sure everything is going this quick. Okay, everything is going good. So take the vehicle that I bought yesterday. We're gonna go 2012 Chevy Malibu. Choose manufacturer. Boom. You go. You got where we at? Chevrolet. Boom. Um, 2012. And this is how banks get their value in my region. Your region might use Kelly Blue Book, might use Black Book, but here we use NADA, and this is how we get our value of the vehicles. So bam, you just do like this, and banks, and I'm explaining it. I'll just explain it when we get to that point. So boom. So then you just go down here, JD Power won the award in 2012 Malibu. Boom, that's what we got. We got a four-cylinder. LS is I believe it's an LS. It's not a fleet, because if it was a fleet, it'd be white. It's not LT. It's not LTZ. It's not a 2LT. It's a four. It's a four-door base. I type in my zip code. I always type in the zip code to my car lot, 73129. We go continue. Then you put the mileage of the vehicle. Mileage was like 124, so I just always put 125. And right here you can select your options. So like if it has a power seat, if it has alloy wheels, if it has remote engine start, that just adds more value to the vehicle. So like I'll click them, um, and then this is saying without Bluetooth. So but we're gonna just click with the options, so you'll see like where the add-on options add to the vehicle. So bam, these are all your values to the vehicle. and see power driver seats at $75 of value. Alloy wheels at $125 value if you're trading it in. If you're selling it retail, it's $150. Remote engine start adds $50 extra value. So now you got your values right here. If somebody was to go trade this vehicle in, rough trade in, they should get anywhere from 4,000. Average trade in. So like my trade in would be rough. So even if I went to trade the vehicle in right now at the price I bought it for, it's still rough. And I'll say it's rough, and I should be able to get 4,000. If it was average, you're getting 5,000. Clean trade, 57.50, and if it was retail, there. But I'm gonna just go back and price mine because mine doesn't have any of these, so I'm gonna price it with the standard options. So I'm gonna price it with no options. So we're gonna get back to it. I'm gonna price it with no options. Okay, so we don't have any options. It's just a base vehicle with all the, what is it? Huh? You got a paper?
I'll help you do it. Sit down.
So, now we look at here, pricing the vehicle with no standard options. So this is what the bank bases the vehicle off of. I don't know if it's showing up on y'all screen, but the clean retail. So I don't know if it's showing where it's circling that, but maybe it is. But right here is what the bank based the value of the vehicle off. So for me now, okay, so now I have the vehicle, right? Because I bought the vehicle, I don't buy the car with salvage titles. So the car that I have is a clean title vehicle, so it's still considered clean. I can still sell it. It's clean retail because the vehicle is still clean. It's not salvaged, rebuilt, or anything. So I just have one of my friends like, hey, if they're looking for a car, I'd be like, hey, go to your bank, go get a loan on the vehicle. I write them up a bill of sale. I don't have to go for the full retail because for me, you make your money when you buy the car. So me, I have $850 plus the transport and plus what's it going to cost to fix it. So I'll probably have like $1,400 into the car. So look how much value that I have to play with. Like if I was to just retail this car, but see that's the thing too. Well, I should have kept financing because I would have had more lenders where they would have picked this deal up at clean retail because that's what they base their value off of. So I could have had somebody finance this vehicle right now for $7,075. Right, that. So I would have made $6,200 profit right there, easy. And that's what banks use. This is what banks use when people have good credit. Good credit, they go off of clean retail. When the credit's not so well, that's when you got to do subprime prime financing, and that's when you finance the car, and the bank is going to give you somewhere between average to clean retail. But usually they go off of clean retail, and they give you maybe some give you 90%, so it might be 90% of that. Some give you 110, some give you 125% of this clean retail. So just depending on the bank, subprime financing bank, and then it also depends on the relationship you build with the bank as well. But this is something you can do on your own as well. You don't have to be a car dealer to do this, to have people, like if you can become the car guy of your area by doing this like this. If you're, especially as you're older and people that you know have developed, and they're in good financial standings and stuff like that, and you can just do retail just like me. You go out there, buy the same Malibu I bought. Okay, now you become the car guy that everybody come, hey, can you help me find the car such and such and such? Bam, you be like, all right, cool. I got this 2012 Chevy Malibu, and this is all you do. You just tell them, hey, go to the bank, get 6,000. You don't even be greedy. You don't even have to be greedy because I have 1,500 in it. If I tell somebody, here, go to the bank, finance 6,000, and then banks, a lot of times banks put their own warranty gap and everything, so you don't have to deal with anything else with the car once at least, because the banks because it's good mileage, so the banks will put its own warranty. It's going to put its own gap on there. So you just basically, hey, go to the bank and you just get that person a bill of sale, and the bank will cut you a check with your name on it. You don't have to be a dealer. The bank will cut you with a check with your name on it because the vehicle is registered to you, and all you do is take that title, take it to the bank, sign the title over to the bank, and you're done. And the bank will send out the new title to the customer, and it'll have a lien with the customer's name on it. Boom, and it's out of your hands from there, and you just made easy profit. Or if the person doesn't have the best credit, you can send them to a subprime bank, and you'll get this bill. So you'll make 4,000. You might not make 6,000, but you can make 4,000. You might not make 4,500. You might make 4,000. So it's easy. Anybody can do it. Anybody can do it. So that's why I decided. That's why I was just doing a lot of cash, just building up my cash, so now I can start doing finance, and I can start taking a little bit of time, and then I can educate people on it. Because for one, you have to educate people, because a lot of people don't know. Like, go to your bank and get a loan from your bank and stuff like that. A lot of times people just like, oh, I'm gonna go right to the dealer. When you can go to the dealer because it's easier. You can just get everything done at once. But a lot of times, I started trying to educate people, and as I got older, I when I explain stuff to people, people really like when I was trying to tell people this when I'm 22, 23, 24 years old, people not listening. But now when you're older, over 25, 26, 27, 28, people tend to listen to me more, because now I can explain it better, and I can show them the whole situation more than, okay, I'm being a young person. They're like, oh, I'm really not listening to this young person, or we both young and really not understanding what credit is and how it works and stuff. But now that I know how credit works and how the system works and everything, and I got through the pandemic and my ups and downs, and now so now if a friend of mine like, hey, I'm looking for a vehicle, or just anybody just looking for a vehicle, I can just say, hey, go to your bank, go get 6,000. Anything over 6,000, the bank is going to probably be added in interest. I say, make sure you go to your bank, tell them, here, I'll write you a bill of sale. The bank is going to automatically going to give you the deal, especially if your credit is good, even if your credit's not good, because the bank's going to see the added value into the vehicle, because they're going to say, oh, well, he's only asking 6,000, and the car retails for 77. So the banks, in their mind, they're thinking like, okay, well, worst case scenario, if this person really doesn't pay it off, we still winning, because the car has more value than what the person is selling it for. So it's easy. So then we just take another car, the 2008 Nissan Sentra. So we'll go the one that I paid 300 for, and I got like 600 in it, 700 in it. I forgot after I paid Wilson. So we'll go back. We'll start now. Boom. We'll go back. Go here to Nissan. 2008 sedan. Make it easy so we can find it. Boom, boom, boom. We don't care about the rating or nothing like that. We can scroll all the way down here. Where's Sentra? Did I pass? Okay, right there, Sentra. Didn't have the best rating, but it's just a little base, we ain't got it. 2.0. That's my zip code. It has 170,000 miles. Because you'll put this on the bill of sale. You put the exact miles on the bill of sale so they can look at the VIN, the miles, and everything like that. So we got 100,000. Power windows, power locks. It does have alloy wheels. So mine has all of that, all the good stuff. So bam, boom. So now we got these values right here, 2,700, and so 2,700. So this is one of those vehicles right here that you'll be like, huh? You can do it either way. You can just be like, let me just go right and sell it out, because it doesn't have much value even with all the added 100,000 miles. I can just sell it outright 2,500. 2,500 between clean trade-in and retail. I can sell it for 2,500, $3,000. But I'll just do like 2,500. That puts it in between the average trade-in, clean trade-in. Boom, somebody still gets a great deal. Or if I wanted to, I could be like, hey, you can go finance this car, go to the bank and get me, let's say, 3,200. You go to the bank, 3,200, small, easy loan, pay it back really quick, build your credit, because auto loans and house loans is two things that'll build your credit up the quickest. And when you're doing an auto loan, you're going to get the most out of the building your credit in the first 18 months of the auto loan. And after that, after the first 18 months, you can refinance it, because after 18 months, you're really not going to get as much credit for that vehicle after the 18 months. So, but if you're financing something this cheap, you don't really have to refinance. This is just basically, just look at it like, okay, this is something that I can drive for a minute, get some warranty with it, and just be a start a car, build credit. This is like cars like this is for parents. Like this is like great things for parents to do, like to help build their kids' credit. You just go out there and get them a cheap little car like this, um, like you're going off to college. They're 18. Be the parent, go get them a little $5,000 car. Let them be the co-signer on the car. You be the main, they be the co-signer. So you just, even if you're the one paying for it, just pay it. Don't pay cash. Pay it off. Put your kid on the credit. Have them, let them have a paid off auto loan. So by the time they get out of college, they have good credit. They finish their school or whatever. They have a paid off auto loan, and they're good. Cause what? Get an auto loan, stretch it out to 3 years. Stretch it out 3 years, make the payments dirt cheap on a 60 on what 60 on $6,000. So let's say 6,000, 6,500 when you add in the warranty. Maybe you add in the warranties and gaps and all that. So 6,500. You put that over 3 years, you're looking at probably like $100 a month payment, $115. So you pay that. About time the kid finish, had a kid as a co-signer. By the time they finish school, let them trade their car in. They got the driver they want. They trade their car in, or keep the car, or go out and get them another car, and their credit is already established. But you can be a car. You can be that person. Really, it doesn't matter. Like I'm showing you, like any car. So let's just go back. Just take a random. So most people like to go out there and buy Dodge Chargers and stuff like that. People like Dodge Chargers or whatever. So let's just go book out. If you're the person and you see someone selling one online, so let's take a Dodge Charger. Let's take like a 20. Let's take like a, what is that, 2013 or something with the decent little, what is that, the 2013 body style Charger. Yeah, like people like the body style. So we're gonna go 2013. People like those. People like these V6s. I'm not caring about the. We're gonna go with the. We just go with the XXT V6, right? And let's price it out there with the standard options. We're gonna price it with about 145,000 on the miles. So look how much retail value that has. On a 2013 SXT has a $10,000 retail. So say if you're the person and you go out there and find you one for, let's say, $6 grand or something. Let me just go look. Let me take this down right quick and while I search. Let me take this down so y'all see my login. And hopefully I'm already logged in or something. I don't know if I'm already logged in. Let's go 2013 Charger. So voila, bam, we'll take this one. So it's a 2013 Dodge Charger, right? He asked for 6,500. I'm not gonna give him 6,500, obviously, because you're the one trying to resell and make money. But he says it runs and drives good, so maybe needs a coil, a spark plug, nothing major. Let me know. So now you have to go. Now you have to go back to NADA, right? You have to go back to NADA because now that's a police one. So now you have to go adjust your value. And this is and anybody could this is I'm showing you that any of y'all can do this. Y'all got the money, y'all have the time. This is basically this can be the perfect side hustle. If you just take the time That's all you have to do is take the time and find the right person. Market it, show them how to go about going to get a loan. And then once you show that one person, then it's easy. Then you build a relationship with whatever bank that they go to. You can go like, hey, I'm gonna start sending you more people. So we go right there, and so it's probably a police V6 73129. I don't think the police I don't think they hold as much value. Well, they might be. Now, but we got retail at 8,000. So You go give him 5,000 for his car. You know that's really lowballing because he's a little on the high end too. But I mean, even if you gave him, let's say you tried to get him down to 55, because you know he said he needs some cords and spark plugs, so maybe get him down to 1,000. You know, and do the little tune up that he needed. You can still make you 3,000. That's on the higher end. Um, that's on the higher end, but that's when people want those high end cars. But you can also go through, say to this person, that's RT. That's probably a down payment. So you really can't find it. You know, these people going crazy with these striker prices. So that'll probably be the best one, that police one. But anybody can get on. You can get on the marketplace and just find the right vehicle that makes sense, that has the value. That's a lot of times people just go look for the same. Like that's one thing too. A lot of people go look for the Dodge Charger, like Dodge Charger, Dodge Charger, Dodge Charger, Dodge. Everybody buys the Dodge Charger, and that's why everybody sells them through the roof because everybody wants them. So, but like the Chevy Malibu, the Chevy Malibu, Impalas and stuff like that. Okay, let's go to something. I'm gonna go to something basic like a 2000. We're gonna go to a 2010 Impala. 2000. We go 2012. We just go 12 Impala. We go 12 Impala like the 12 Malibu, and you know, a common car that you can find that's a good car that that you can help people. Like it's a common car, easy that you can find for a reasonable price. You can also use the Cruze too, but let's go in Cali. Let's go just LS low base model. I'm gonna price it with the standard options. Let's go 145,000 low base. Voila, bam. So, car that you can find for about 3,000. Somebody that you know with some good credit, decent credit. Bam, go to the bank. Tell them that you don't have to come out any money. Just go to the bank. You pay 3,000 for the car in good personal running condition. You tell them go to the bank. They go get 6,000. That's 500 under retail. They bring your check back for 6,000. Bam, that's easy. You just go sign the title over to the bank. Bam, it's that easy. It's that easy. It's nothing hard about it. It's nothing hard about it. You can do that with any car. Anybody, just get on NADA.com or KBB, depending on the area. So you just have to go to your local bank, local credit union, whatever. You know, they'll be free to they'll always give you this information. Just ask them like, what do y'all go off for y'all value for the car? Do y'all use NADA, Black Book, KBB, or whatever? And then that's how you know to go about shopping for your car. And you can just do this. And you can just do this like, boom, you can be making $3,000 just taking it easy, just putting, hey, and then you can just become, like I said, you can become that car guy that all your friends know, like, oh, you sell cars? Yeah. And you already know like what kind of, you keep in touch with your friends, you already know what type of situation they're in and stuff like that. You just like, hey, go to your bank, I got this nice car, go to your bank, it's under the retail value, go to your bank. I'm asking, like on this one, I'm asking 6,000. You go to the bank, go get a loan for like 8,000. Make sure you get the warranty and gap and everything included. They bring you back the check for 8,000. Boom. So that's why I'm gonna find my little niche where I'm about to start financing cars. So that's why I've been getting all this information and stuff together. But I already know where the niche and stuff that I'm going with. So it's a process in the making. So, but I appreciate everybody for tuning in. If you haven't already, like this video, subscribe to the channel. I'm out. This probably video is not gonna have any intro, outro because I'm not about to go download it to my phone and then I have my intro and up. Maybe it'd be easier if I just upload my intro and outro. Oh well, it doesn't really need no intro. We're getting right to it. Appreciate y'all. I'm out. Make sure y'all drop a like. Peace.